Hey team, so this is a quick video on how to record results. So as you can see over here with back squat and pull up, you can see this is a 5x5 at this tempo and this amount of rest. So ideally what I want you to say is how many reps and how much weight you were doing things. So for the back squat, you can say 215 pounds times 5, which tells me that you've completed 5 repetitions at 215 pounds. Now, say that the next set got really tough when you increased and you stuck with that weight for the next 3 sets, you can say 225 pounds times 3. So times 5 times 3. So this lets me know that you did 225 pounds for 5 repetitions for 3 sets. And then say you got really ambitious on the last set and you failed a rep, you can say 235 pounds times 4. So by just quickly looking at this, this gives me an indication that you did your first set at 215 pounds times for 5 reps. You did another 3 sets at 5 reps for 225 pounds, and you stopped 1 rep shy on your final set, which is completely cool, of course, and at 235 pounds. So now the same thing with pull-ups. So now say if you did 3 different sets, you can even say 1, 2, 3 if you really wanted to. For a pull-up, you did unloaded because they felt pretty tough, and then you said 5 pounds times 3, and then your third set was 10 pounds times 3, or 3. So again, this tells me set 1 was unloaded, set 2 was 5 pounds for 3 reps, and set 3 was 10 pounds for 3 reps. So it's pretty standard, pretty easy for most repetitions and whatnot for straight up exercises. Things like where there can be planks or whatnot, and when there's timings involved, if you can just get a rough idea. So if it was like a forearm plank, I would just say if there's a range between 30 and 40 seconds, just give me a rough idea where it's like 32 secs, and then 34 seconds, and then 36 or something like that. So just a rough idea, so I know where you're sitting at. These results help me get an idea of where your volume, intensity, and frequency will be in the future. So it only serves to help you and me build a better program for you. So for intervals, because you have, say, 10 rounds per here, a 30-second row and a 30 seconds rest, if you could, so on some machines where they actually have a layout, you can actually set up a set of intervals here for 10 rounds, for 30 on, 30 off, and you can actually take a picture of the screen. So with the app we use, there's always a place where you can upload videos or pictures or something like that. So from here, if you could, ideally, the best thing would be to set up the machine for 10 rounds of intervals and then take a picture of the machine when you're done. But if not, just get a rough estimate again. So you can always say like 161 meters, 160 meters, 155 meters, or something like that, where there's distance or calories. You can also say 12 cals, 11 cals, 12 cals, 9 cals, whatever it is, just a rough idea of what you were kind of doing on these intervals. Again, it gives me indication of your pace, sustainability, where we're kind of developing, whether you hit a wall or not in the middle of it and kind of recovered. So it just gives me an information of how you're doing basically throughout those intervals. So with the final intervals, we have a little bit of a different setup here. We have just 2 movements kind of going back and forth. So again, the same thing of time. So you can say, 101, 102, 104, something like that, just to give me an idea of how long it took you to complete those 2, followed by your 60 seconds of rest. So the more information, somewhat the better, but keep it as concise as you can. So it just gives me a clear idea of what you did during those workouts, or how long it took, or how many reps at what weight, things like that. And it would be very appreciated as it helps us both. So that's an idea of how to record results. Thanks.